Hello, MMA Diary number 7. So you know how well, I don't know if you know, but I usually do my preview show, I do the co-main event. Post-show, I do the main event. Or, yeah, that's how I do it, right? No. What do I do now? Sorry. Anyways, this is the co-main, closest I can get to co-main. Roy Nelson versus Mark Coleman. I'm picking Mark Coleman because he's kind of like Jared Rosholt, sort of like a big-time wrestler, and Mark Coleman was an OG wrestler in MMA when it first started out. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, so I'm gonna go over the 196, formerly 196 UFC Fight Night 82 card. Kind of a stinker of a card. There were some decent things going on, and then I'm gonna preview some of the newly announced fights as well as just a few brief news and notes. I was debating whether or not to do the preview of Ken Shamrock, Hoist Gracie, and Kimbo vs. Dada, as well as the Cowboy vs. Cowboy card, but I think I'm going to do that next week. I'll just do a preview show, and then I can do 2 events in one. Instead of doing a post-show and a preview, I'll just do the post-show. So, it started off, Artem Lobov versus, don't even remember the guy's name. Artem Lobov was supposed to be this banger. He looked absolutely terrible in a decision loss. Couldn't get off at all. Just a second.
16 wins, 10 losses, standing 6 feet, 1 inch tall, weighing in at 235 pounds.
Sorry, cat's spazzing out. Can't fucking do anything with that goddamn cat in the house. So yeah, Artem looked terrible. Absolutely terrible. Mickey Gall versus Mike Jackson was yuck. Circus set up for the CM Punk fight. Mike Jackson, I give you credit for getting in there, man, but man, that was Mickey Gall just like punched him, choked him out right away. It was just, I don't want to see that in the UFC. I mean, I suppose Fight Pass is the place for it, but I didn't feel good about that. So now Mickey Gall gets to fight CM Punk, or he was at least supposed to, but CM Punk back surgery, so who knows if he'll even fight this year. I'm alright with Punk fighting, you know. Get that money on the pay-per-view. Like, Mickey Gall versus Mike Jackson doesn't create money, but CM Punk creates money, so you can understand that.
Levine, our referee.
Alright, here we go.
Here tonight in Las Vegas, Nevada. Here we go. 3-round fight.
My next note is
White trunks for Nelson. Heavyweight National Wrestling.
Diego, I think his name is Diego Rivas versus
He's adapted his wrestling very well to MMA, and it doesn't matter. Even as he gets older, Joe,
there versus Noah Lohat, that Israeli fighter. Lohat dominated first round, like absolutely crushed him, and then damn dude, that flying knee took him out hardcore, like scary hardcore. I was pretty scared for Noah Lohat. He looked, Jesus, that knee was devastating. That was, in my opinion, if Wonderboy wouldn't have got that knockout of Hendricks, man, that would have been knockout of the night. That kid's life would change with that 50 grand. But scary knockout. Noah Lohat's the only fighter in UFC history to have got 2 flying knee knockouts. I remember that first one versus Amir Murakami or whatever in Switzerland. I thought it got called kind of early, but
looking to advance here.
This one was definitely a no-doubter. Like, he just crumpled.
He's taking some hard shots on the bottom, Mike.
And back up again. Solid punch by Nelson.
What an exchange here.
Justin Scoggins. Damn, dude, that guy looked awesome against Ray Borg, I think he fought. This is happening almost a week after. I'm recording this almost a week after the actual fight card, so if I forget some things, forgive me, because it wasn't exciting. I didn't exactly get my panties in a bunch to talk about this card, so I sort of waited till I had ample time to do the recording. Oh shit! Oh, I'm done. Wow, you really caught me. That was pretty crazy. Justin Scoggins really putting on a show against Ford. Yeah, he looked really big for 125. Both were young guys, but Scoggins was absolutely dominant. Like, I want to see that guy fight again. I want to see him fight some really top-level competition because he looked good. Derek Lewis saying he doesn't want to be on the prelims anymore after his knockout win. You know what I say to that? I say, shut up. You're the line between joke heavyweights and decent heavyweights. Like, he had, you know, he has some scary knockouts, but he also has some stinker performances. So I don't know. I don't think he really deserves to be on the main card, that's for sure. But you know, good for trying, I guess. But get yourself in condition and actually like do more than just knock dudes out. So Josh Berkman dominated Coons in a 3-round decision victory. Good for Berkman. Kind of leaning towards Coons, or yeah. What the hell is that guy? Yeah, Coons. What the hell is his first name? KJ. Isn't it Noons? KJ Noons? Isn't that it? I don't know. I have Coons written down. Who knows? I forgot. Mike Pyle versus Sean Spencer. Fun scrap. Nasty TKO. 40-year-old mullet gets the win. Good for Mike Pyle.
Black trunks for Cole. White trunks for Nelson.
I was pulling for him. I hope he doesn't fight too much longer. I get kind of weird watching people, you know, who have been in the sport for so long keep on fighting, like Dan Henderson. Kind of feel weird about Dan Henderson. But, you know, that dude's a legend. I felt really bad for Ken Shamrock when he got his head gashed open by Kimbo Slice, but that was such a joke fight anyways that you knew something bad was going to happen. Sort of like you kind of think that something bad is going to happen with Hoist and Ken Shamrock. Like, nope, those guys aren't going to have heart attacks in the fucking ring. Anyways, yeah, good for Mike Pyle. I hope he hangs it up on a high note.
Hard hook.
Joseph Benavidez versus Zach Mikowski.
He can't find the range with that kick.
You know, whoa, shit.
Look at this.
He tagged me again. Oh, fuck.
Reversal. Very nice. Big shot with the left. He is taking a beating. Side control.
Nicely done.
Well, I'm done again. 2 first-round knockouts. There you go, everyone. Joseph Benavidez versus Zach Mikowski. Kind of boring. Duane Ludwig is kind of a dick. I don't know. I just don't like that guy's whole attitude. Benavidez won 30-27. Pretty boring, you know. Benavidez called for a fight for Henry Cejudo, but little did he know that Henry Cejudo was already booked. And yeah, Benavidez's future is kind of up in the air right now. You know, he's gonna beat anyone who he fights pretty much, unless you put him up. Let him fight Horiguchi or something, you know. Make that a high-level fight.
Out of the blue corner, this man is a wrestler.
OSP versus Feijiao. Ovens St. Preux. I had trouble remembering what OSP stood for. But, yeah, Ovens. OSP got hurt pretty quick in the first round, throwing a leg kick. I think his, what was it? His ankle got rolled or something? But it looked pretty nasty, like he could barely put weight on it.
Stuffed.
And, I thought he was gonna get taken apart later on in the fight, but not really what happened. So Feijiao took advantage in the first, but quickly lost momentum, and OSP dominated the second and third pretty easily. Like, I don't know what was wrong with Feijiao, but something was off about him.
He hurt him with that hook.
Oh, big knee.
with that right.
Shit. Jared Rosholt versus Roy Nelson. Yuck. That's all you can say about that. Yuck, yuck, yuck. So Jared Rosholt, he's like a pretty good wrestler, right? Pretty good wrestler. Didn't even attempt to take down in the first. I think he was straight up scared of Roy Nelson's power and didn't want to get anywhere near him. But how are you gonna fight him if you can't get near him? It was a pretty boring fight. Roy Nelson got the win, and then after the fight said that Rosholt wasn't a fighter. He was a great athlete, but he wasn't a fighter. He shouldn't be fighting if he's not going to actually engage. You know, people are saying now, and Derek Lewis is calling for Roy Nelson's head. Right after the fight, I thought, you know, let Roy Nelson do a Roy Nelson type fight, and come on, recover.
His opponent was stunned, but now he's recovered. He failed to capitalize on the fact that he had him hurt.
Coleman with the solid knee. He's got the double underhooks. He connects with the knee to the body.
Shit.
He's got the plum here.
Big knee. Oh, powerful knee. Nicely timed overhand by Nelson.
Like, doesn't Roy Nelson have like an iron chin? Isn't that the legend of Roy Nelson's chin? Isn't that what that whole thing's about? How's he getting knocked out and Mark Coleman's still staying in there?
He delivers another hook.
Ah, whatever. But yeah, it was a boring stinker. Put Derek Lewis and Roy Nelson on a fight. Derek Lewis can get his main card debut. Roy Nelson knock his head off. Let's see a nice Roy Nelson knockout. So, main event time. Wonderboy, first round. What a fight by Wonderboy. He made Hendricks look like garbage. That was so awesome. Like, I was not expecting that. I picked Hendricks all the way. Like, I didn't expect Thompson to even really look halfway decent against Hendricks. I thought Hendricks was going to come back pissed after that whole Tyron Woodley debacle. Everyone questioning his conditioning, everyone questioning his heart and fighting. Dana White telling him to go up a weight class. And then he comes out and he gets completely crushed by Thompson. Completely crushed.
Solid connection with the straight.
Hendricks didn't even, like, he looked like he was completely outclassed. It might as well been like a 15-second knockout by Wonderboy, even though he took him like a little bit to put him away, but god damn did he put him away.
Good connection with the straight by Nelson. Nice roundhouse kick to the body. Nelson circling to the right to avoid those big shots from his opponent.
Hendricks, you know, I think he kind of seems like a prick. I was kind of really happy to see him get knocked out. He just seems like overly cocky and I don't know. He puts on good fights. That St. Pierre fight, I thought he won that fight, but I mean, I only watched it once, and that was, you know, early on in my MMA watching, so I wouldn't take it too seriously what I thought. But yeah, Lawler fights, those were awesome.
Big swing, he just.
And then yeah, he got completely outclassed by Wonderboy. You know, Wonderboy kind of deserves a title shot with that performance. Like, it sucks for Tyron because, you know, what's he supposed to do? Is he supposed to just sit there forever and wait for a shot? While Carlos Condit has a case for a rematch. Wonderboy has a case after putting away Lawler. There we go.
Just like that. Roy.
Wonderboy has a case for putting away Hendricks like that. You know, so that's 3 contenders right there for Robbie. Maybe you put 2 of them against each other and thin it out a little bit. Let
this fight. Let's see it one more time. Look at the
let
power in this hook.
Lawler recover a little bit.
For the knockout. Look at this.
But it's a good problem to have with UFC. I don't know why, but my phone keeps playing music. So yeah, Wonderboy, awesome, awesome. Me and my girlfriend are so pumped. We both kind of dislike Johnny Hendricks. It's a good way to cap the night off. Subpar kind of card. So just some little fight announcements that are pretty exciting. So April 16th, UFC on Fox 19. Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Tony Ferguson. I think that's the main event, or it's co-main. Rashad Evans versus Shogun. That's either the co-main or the main event. Both awesome fights. Lyoto Machida versus Dan Henderson. Some people are hating on this. I think that's a good fight. I mean, both those guys are kind of over the hill. Dan Henderson's got some fights left on his UFC contract. I'm sure he wants to go over to Coker since he's sort of over the hill at UFC. Maybe he can get some easy wins on Bellator. Who knows? But I love Lyoto Machida. I can't wait to see him fight. I hope he gets a win. I really hope he doesn't lose again. That would be kind of devastating. Thug Rose versus Tisha Torres is also on the main card. That's a fucking awesome fight. That's a rematch. You know, Rose Namajunas, I like her a lot. I like Tisha Torres a lot. One of those people are going to get the title shot after that, I think. Tisha Torres is awesome. So is Thug Rose. But Cub Swanson, Betch Correa, Michael Chiesa, they're also on the prelims. So that's a fucking stacked card on Fox. I'm pumped for that. UFC 197, April 23rd, it's official. Jones vs. Cormier 2 with Mighty Mouse and Cejudo as the co-main. That's a good 1-2 punch right there. I'm pretty pumped for that. And then UFC Fight Night 86 is in Croatia. Is the main event's Ben Rothwell versus Junior Dos Santos. I hope if Ben Rothwell wins that he gets the immediate title shot, because you take out Alistair Overeem, you take out Josh Barnett, and you take out JDS. And who else did he take out? Shoot. I always forget who he beat during fucking New Orleans. I have it written down actually. Matt Mitrione, yes. So, you know, that's a pretty solid win streak if he can beat JDS. But that's a good fight. One of those guys is gonna get a big bump from that win. And the last thing I have written down here, I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but UFC Fight Pass is adding Glory Undercard, the K1 Library, and Eddie Bravo Invitational. So, boom, more bang for your buck if you're a Fight Pass subscriber. I'm pretty pumped about that. Let's see here. Anything else that I want to talk about? I don't think so. So, I'll be previewing that Bellator card with Ken Shamrock, Hoist Gracie, Kimbo Slice versus Dada 5000, Manuel Newton versus, shoot, I forget his name. Fuck. That's a good fight too, Manuel Newton's, that light heavyweight fight. Fuck, I forget who he's fighting. It's a good name. It's a good fight. And then Melvin Gillard's also on the card, but I think he's fighting some nobody. I'm actually kind of pumped for that card in a weird, grotesque kind of way. I kind of really want to see Kimbo versus Dada. I don't know why, but that's going to get major ratings. I think Kimbo's going to destroy Dada. I watched that dogfight documentary on Netflix. What a weird fucking thing that is. And then I'll also be previewing the Cowboy vs. Cowboy fight. Tim Means got popped by USADA. I feel bad for him. You know, I don't know what's going to happen with Tim Means. Dirty Bird. I like him a lot. Hopefully he's able to get cleared and fight soon. Otherwise, 2 years on the shelf. It's a long time away from the sport. I feel bad for Tim Means. But who knows? Innocent till proven guilty. So I'm going to reserve judgment on that. And I'm looking forward to Cowboy vs. Cowboy. That should be awesome. So yeah, next week, preview of those two events, as well as any news and notes that happened during the week. Thanks for watching.